ago, I met this woman named Ellie. And I gotta tell you, Ellie had it going on. I mean, first of all, this woman is beautiful. I mean, she's just so pretty, and she always has on the most stylish outfits, and she wears them really well. You can see her coming from across the room, and you're like, how does anybody always look so good and put together? Even when she's not trying, she still looks really good. But Ellie isn't just attractive on the outside. She is smart, and she is capable, and she is a very godly woman who she's strong, and she is just capable of doing a lot of things. I mean, I have seen this woman walk into a room that was filled with chaos, and within 10 minutes, she had it organized, everybody had a job, everything was flowing, and I'm just standing there in awe thinking, oh my goodness, I want to be just like Ellie. In fact, my admiration for her has actually caused a slight problem in my life, in that even though I don't see her very often, which is a good thing, when I do see her, I almost get so nervous and so starstruck that I say the stupidest things. And this isn't just in my mind. Jamie, my brother, he loves to sit back and watch me because he's just standing there watching to see what ridiculous stupid thing will come out of my mouth because I will be so nervous talking to her. In fact, the one time that I actually remember having a conversation with her where I didn't say something stupid or appear like I was just going to drool on myself, I was so proud of myself. I texted my friend and told her I had had a victory because I had actually had a conversation where I didn't act ridiculous. The thing about Ellie is, for most of my earlier life, I would have found someone like this that I completely admired, and I would have figured out how I could do my best Ellie impression. I would have tried to dress like her, talk like her, be just like her, and do everything exactly the way she did. But what I am learning as I get older into my 30s and 40s is that that is not God's design for his girls. The thing is, he made her exactly the way she is. And he doesn't need two of her. He needs one Ellie and one Adessa and one of you and one of all of the women in the world. As it says in Psalm 139, we are made unique. Each of us is fearfully and wonderfully made for a purpose. And God has a unique plan for each of our lives. And he has ordained our days ahead of us from our mother's womb, each uniquely. And he doesn't want us to be spending our time trying to copy someone else. Instead, he wants us to be saying, God, how can I be the best version of me that you want me to be? What areas of my life do you want to improve? What areas of life do you want to develop even further? He wants us, instead of trying to copy someone else's calling, to be saying, God, what is your call on my life? Who do you want me to impact? What life do you want me to change? How do you want me to reach people in my sphere of influence for your kingdom? And when we get our eyes off of the Ellies and how can I copy her, then we can start saying, Jesus, how can I copy you? And how can I make a difference in the world around me? As it says in Esther, who knows that you haven't been put exactly where you are for such a time as this? And that's what I've been learning over the past few years, 10, 15 years, that it's not my job to copy Ellie. It's my job to copy Jesus and to allow him to create me into who he wants me to be so that she can do her job and I can do my job and you can do your job, and together we can all advance God's kingdom, because that's why we were put here on earth.